Hello everybody, welcome in. I'm sorry, I'm checking my watch just to make sure it's 1:30. How are you? Welcome in. Today I am going to be showing you a log cabin block, how to make one. But it is the first in 4 installments. I'm going to be showing you over the next few weeks how to make a log cabin block, but in different styles and different ways how to make them. Today it's just the classic log cabin block, which is really super easy to put together. So I want to get right to it. If you would like, please share the video. This is how my tutorials continue to grow, and I will keep doing tutorials for you. Please hit that share button so everybody else can join in. So I'm going to show you first what we're going to make, and then I'm going to show you how we make it. So this is the classic log cabin block. This one I did is out of 2.5 inch strips, which is easily done with jelly roll. I did it with my Blinded by Science strip pack, which you can find on my website. The link is above me if you're on Facebook. The link is below me if you're on YouTube. So if you have a jelly roll, or if you like the colors that I use, you can get these on my website. So super easy to make. It's a 14.5 inch block, and I also have a PDF for you with all the measurements. The link is also above you for the PDF and below you on YouTube. So I have a PDF that you can download that has all the measurements. So I'm not going to get caught up in the measurements per se today, but I am going to show you how I go about creating the block. I try to do it in a nice, easy fashion. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this camera down. I'm going to bring it down and swing it so you can see what I am doing. Okay, so what I like to do, so as you saw, this is the block. But what I like to do is I like to have my pieces already pre-cut. So what I did was, and I like to stack them up. So there's 2 in each stack of strips that you will have. If you want to chain piece 10 at a time, you're going to put 10 of those coordinating strips in a pile. So each of these piles will have 10 strips in them if you're chain piecing 10. Here it's just 2. But I want to show you, so here's my center block, and I refer to that on here, center square. I refer to that on the PDF. I chose my black as my center square. Now the positioning for that is very important, because obviously 1/2 of the log cabin is going to be one color or one tone, and the other half will be another color or tone. So what's super important here, though, again, it's the placement of the center square. So the center square has to be on the right hand side. If it's not, I'm going to show you what happens. So I already pre-sewed this one, but I want to go ahead and I want to show you what will happen if you rotate this block around. So I'm going to sew these together and then sew the next square on. But I'm going to bring you around to my sewing machine so you can see what is going on. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to sew those 2 blocks together, the center square and the block next to it. So it will be the second square. And again, the measurements will be in the PDF. So I have on my machine, I'm using my Designer Epic 2, and I have a 1/4 inch foot on my machine, and I'm using 50 weight thread. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew that 1/4 inch down here. And once you get to the other side, of course, you're going to clip that. And then you're going to, if you're chain piecing, you're just going to continue to do however many you're chain piecing of these 2 squares together. So if you're chain piecing 10, you're going to chain piece all 10 together. Now, once this is sewn, or once all 10 are sewn, I press it to the newest piece. So I like to press it out and I'm just going to finger press here for time's sake. So I press it out towards the newest piece that you are adding. Now, the next piece is a rectangle that we are going to add on. Now, remember I said it's really important as to the placement of this. So you can see the placement of this is the black square, or the center square, is on the right hand side. If I were to place it on the other side here, the center square would be on the wrong side, and I'll show you that when we get back over there. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on, and again, the measurements are in the PDF download. So let me go ahead and put this on, and I'll show you what I mean. So don't get this mixed up, because if you're chain piecing 10 and you get it mixed up somehow, then you're going to have to chain or unstitch or rip out all 10 pieces. And we don't want to do that. I know that I've been there before, and we are very friendly with our friend the seam ripper. Okay, so let me bring you back over here, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Okay, so if this piece here, if that piece there was down here, the rotation of that would be where this block, the center block, would fall on the left hand side, and that rectangle would be up top. So you would have, you wouldn't have the right combination. So I like to lay out my colors. So I laid out my teal colors and my pink colors already. So now I can just go ahead and join in sync. So we press out the next piece. Again, we press out to the newest piece you've added. Then you're going to take your next rectangle, join it, press out to that, and you're going to chain piece 10 at a time. If you're chain piecing, if you want to do more, great. Then the next round would be here. So it kind of goes in rounds and around. So you're going to go, this would be next, then this one, then this one. You see the order it goes in until you get them all done, and you end up with a 14.5-inch square block. So your finished block is going to look like this, okay? And then you can make all your blocks, and then you can arrange them on your design wall in any way that you want. And with a log cabin block, it's really fun because you can come up with lots of different layouts, lots of different looks for your quilt. So I'm going to bring you back up, and I'm just going to see if you have any questions for me. If anybody's got any questions, please put them in the comments. Yes, laying it out is a great help, Buffy. That's true. Putting it on your design wall, you can get little mountains. It's so hard on the camera. Little mountains or little valleys. You can create different kinds of looks. And there's lots of different names for those layouts as well, which are kind of cool. So, but that is the basic classic log cabin block, and you will always have my video to go back and refer to if you need to. It's just a super simple block. And the next, thank you, Birdie, those are my colors. Yep, I designed my Blinded by Science. Those are my colors. So those are strips that you can have, and actually the colors that I chose for this block are all right out of this strip pack. So I did the black for the center square, and I did the pinks and the teals. There's also purples too, so you can mix those in if you want. Oh, and I should also tell you, when I'm pressing, I also love to use my Mary Ellen's Best Press too. It makes it lay nice and flat. So you will always have the video to go back to refer to. It will be up on my YouTube channel as well on my Facebook page. But when you come back, now next week I won't be here. Well, I'll be here, but I won't be on Watch Me Wednesday. I will be getting ready for Thanksgiving in my household. So I love Thanksgiving, and my kids are here. So I'm going to have a nice Thanksgiving, and I love to cook. That is one of the other things that I love to do. And so I'm going to be cooking on Wednesday, getting some stuff baked and all. So I won't be here next Wednesday, but I will the week after. And the next installment of the log cabin is going to be completely different look or completely different technique on how to put a log cabin together. So you'll want to definitely stop in for that. There's lots of different ways to put together lots of different blocks, and log cabin is one of them. So I have 4 installments of the log cabin. So if you like this one, this is nice and super simple and easy. You can whip off a ton of blocks and get it all done, or you can try one of the other methods that I'm going to show you over the next few weeks. Wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving as well, Alberta. Stay safe. I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful next week. If you're here in the U.S., please stay safe. We are doing what we can here in our household to do the same. And I am going to be doing some sewing all the rest of this week and next week. And then I will see you 2 weeks from now with my next installment for the log cabin series. I hope you join me then to see exactly how I'm going to be putting it together. And remember, the link is above me for the PDF for all the measurements for the block. So you can get that there. And when I'm done, I'm going to upload this video to YouTube so you can go back and refer to it again there as well. So in the meantime, happy quilting, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Love you guys. Stay safe. Bye-bye.